What is going on, everybody? It is Zane with NotlemsVision. We've been kind of slacking on the deck building videos recently because I haven't been able to pick up any new cards. But what I'm going to do this week, we're just going to jump into GU decks, and I have to show you guys these Anubians. The Anubians are going crazy right now. Let's take a look at them. Alright, so after the new set came out, the Anubians got a pretty good buff. Everybody's been playing this Heirloom Death. I say everybody, you know what I mean. Everybody's been playing this Heirloom Death card. It's kind of based off of 1 mana cost Anubians. The idea is to summon these Anubians. You have cards like Priestess and the Raving Necromancer. Those are going to deal damage to the opponent's god whenever your Anubians die. And then you're going to have this big game-ending card at the end here called Land of the Dead. This one's going to select 6 1-mana Anubians from your void and summon them to the board. But let's kind of go from top to bottom. I've tried to make this video a couple times, and I keep jumping all over the place, so we're just going to go top to bottom and talk about it a little bit. So you got your Catacomb Curator. That one's going to obliterate a card in your hand. Afterlife, draw a card. Okay, 1 cost Anubian, 1/2. You got your Untold Greed. Destroy a target friendly creature and draw 2 cards. So you can pick a card, you know, deal damage if you need to, if you have the Priestess out, but you also get to draw 2 cards. Both of these cards at the beginning are drawing cards because, you know, you're trying to get specific ones, so drawing cards help you just kind of play the deck how you need it to. Then you're going to go to Ragnarok. Everybody knows Ragnarok. Deal 3 damage to each god, give burn +3 to each creature. The Priestess is pretty key to this deck. This says whenever another Anubian dies, deal 2 damage to your opponent's god. So that's going to be the one that if you have it on the board, every time one of your Anubians is getting killed, you're constantly doing 2 damage to the opponent's god. So you keep summoning these Anubians, you keep attacking them. Every time they die, it just does extra damage. Brimstone, that's going to deal 2 damage to each god and draw a card. You know, we're trying to get what we want. We got Blight Bomb. Blight Bomb kills anything with 3 or less. If you're running a death deck without Blight Bomb, you're crazy. Raving Necromancer is kind of like a watered down Priestess, but you get a take a health. So this one you deal 2 damage to your opponent's god. This one you steal 1 health. So you deal 1 damage and you get 1 damage. Here's the heirlooms. This one is summon a 1/1 Wretch Vanguard. Or if you empower it to 3, it also summons the 2/2 Vile Reaver. The 2/2 Vile Reaver is actually what we have next. So it has Blitz and Burn 1. So it's your 1 cost 2/2 with Blitz. A lot of your cards will have, you know, summon Heirloom or something like that. The 1/1 Wretch Vanguard is actually a 1/1 with Frontline that does steal a health from the opponent's life whenever it dies. This guy's my kind of questionable one here. This one, whenever you play it, you get +1 strength to another Anubians. I like buffing the other Anubians, but, you know, it's kind of on the border. You got your Skull Scepters. Your Skull Scepters is anytime a creature dies, you deal 1 damage to your opponent's god, so it just kind of stacks with the other one. You get all these cards out here that deals damage to your opponent's god whenever your cards die, and then you just keep summoning these little cheap costing Anubians, and you just keep killing them. You got Curse of Greed. Curse of Greed destroy an enemy creature with 3 costs or less. If you empower it 1, you add an extra heirloom to your hand. Reach into the Black. This one's pretty neat. This one summons 3 random 1/1 Anubians from your void. If you empower it to 4, you can add an extra heirloom. You got Reclaim. Reclaim's going to help you draw 2 cards as well. If you empower it, you get an extra heirloom. So you can kind of see how we're building up these heirlooms. These heirlooms are all summoning, you know, most of the time 2 Anubians that you can, you know, one has Frontline, one has Blitz. This guy's pretty cool. He has Backline. His ability is summon a 1-mana Anubian from your void and give it deadly. So as long as he stays on the board, he keeps bringing back one of those 1-mana Anubians that you've been playing the whole time. Plus it gives it deadly over and over again. So that's pretty sick. And then this one's Tide Turning. This is the main card that's kind of missing from what I have. This is why I'm still playing the nature deck. It's because I don't have these Land of the Dead yet. Land of the Dead is going to bring 6 1-mana Anubians from your void and summon them to the board. 6 of them. That's a whole board full. Imagine pulling, you know, your Priestess or a couple Vile Reavers. You're going to have a ton of Vile Reavers in there because of your heirlooms. You're just going to have a lot of cards, 1 mana cost cards in your void that this can work with. So you can kind of see it's all really fast. The mana curve is stupid heavy, 1 cost. because they're all the one cost Anubians that you're trying to play. So you're playing these Anubians super fast and heavy. You're doing damage every time they die. You got your Skull Scepter, your Priestess, your Necromancer. I mean, the deck's really strong. The deck's really strong right now. Let me see. I can even pull it up on here. If you look at matchups, let's go last 3 days. It is Monday, so we'll go last 3 days for the weekend. It's up here in the Mythic area. If you go Gold Mythic. So, I mean, we're getting pretty strong wins with this one. There's a lot of guys using it. It's a lot of fun. It's fast. It's fun. I'd give it a shot. Let's take a look at what I'm rocking with so far. All right, let's dive into what I got. So my one cost is pretty close. I got my Priestess, my Brimstones, my Blight Bombs. I got the Torchbearers in here, the 1/1 protected. You got the Raving Necromancers. Fleshbind is what I'm using as my Untold Greed alternative. This is destroy a target friendly creature and draw 2 cards. The Fleshbind is destroy one of your creatures and heal for its health and draw 1 card. I got 2 of the Vanguards in here. This is what is actually summoned with the Heirloom. They're a frontline, steal 1 health from your opponent's god. I got my 2 Heirlooms and my Vile Reavers. Let's jump to mana 2. I got the 2 Cursed Greeds we were talking about. I put 2 Rune Aspen there. That's going to be both players unlock a mana lock. That's just going to help me play these Heirlooms a little faster. It's going to let me empower my cards a little faster with the extra mana lock. We got Bronze Servants. I like Bronze Servants because I feel like everybody's been kind of relic heavy right recently. And they're Anubians. You know, I'm a sucker for themes. We got Reach into the Black. That's going to be the one that summons the 3 random Anubians. I got the Reclaims we were talking about. I got the Hand of the Pharaohs. I'm not even going to try to pronounce these guys' first names. The Hand of the Pharaohs, that's what he is. And then I got this little Necromancer here. This Necromancer is going to be at the end of your turn, summon a random 1/1 mana creature from your void. So you can tell it's pretty close. I've been rocking with it. I think one of the big cards that you're going to want to have is that Land of the Dead. I think Land of the Dead makes a pretty big difference. But other than that, the deck's been a lot of fun. Go ahead and try them out. Try out both versions if you want to. Tell me what you guys are running. Tell me what you guys want to see next. If you guys want to see the deck in action, we typically stream Sunday evenings. But until then, you guys take it easy.